the Ravens who have the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Now it's Flacco. Setting up the screen for West. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Flacco from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So on 4th down, the Ravens will call on Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Jeremy Curley. It's said and done. It's a 58-yard punt. And the Niners are going to take possession, albeit deep in their own territory. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives.
Green, 39. Green.
They start the drive with Hyde. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running, but couldn't free much space. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Let's go. Blue line. Blue line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Set. Green.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. Hoyer to Goodwin, and the Niners have a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now Hoyer. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Green, 39. Green, 39.
Hoyer. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Here's Hoyer. And able to find Curley. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. And let's not take for granted, in these conditions, that's never an easy pass and catch.
You really got to find a way to drive the ball. You know, get your grip. You know, that's why we see some of the guys now, they'll put the gloves on when they throw the ball in this type of a condition. Sometimes the glove might make it too slippery. So you've got to figure out what's going to work for you. But how about the receivers? Looking back and trying to locate the ball coming through snow and making sure they have full concentration.
Hurry up, here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tyus Bowser from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Watch tight. Tight it right.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back with more after this. A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Send me to Orlando, please.
Don't be so soft.
Watch left. Tight end to the left. All right, here we go. 3-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Curley's got it complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. They'll set up to throw. And he finds McDonald. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Vance McDonald, 33 yards. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession.
I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
On first down, Flacco. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Second and 10. Flacco once more. His throw incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And now another one thrown incomplete.
I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
On the mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true.
Here's Sam Cook now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Let's take a look at Brian Hoyer now as he heads back out there. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it. We got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great if that's where you're going.
The protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues. Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And caught by Curley. And he's going to be out of bounds is at the 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that'll be incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Draw play as Hoyer gives to Hyde. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They start on the ground with West. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
On the ground, it's West again. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.